Come in. The show's about to begin. Tonight we have drummer Aaron Huggins, aka Gringo Goblin, drummer of Future Ghost. I hope you guys are ready. We're gonna have fun with him. We're gonna be sharing experiences, influences, of course, gear, and all the drum nerds out there. We're gonna be talking all about drums and everything from like original music and his plans for 2024, because I can't believe it. We're already in the middle of November. So let's go get hype. I want to see you guys get hype in chat. This is YenYorkCity Live. Let's go.
Once again on the YenYorkCity podcast.
What's up, everyone?
We're excited.
Happy Sunday.
It is Sunday.
We're gonna have fun.
It is either the start of the week or the last day of the week. However way you want to interpret it.
I like Mondays. You know how everybody hates Mondays? I love Mondays. Let's like hit the ground running. Let's get those goals, manifest what you want on Monday, and just be focused. That's what I feel with Mondays. And Sunday is usually like all right, we're getting prepped, because Monday, that's when we go get it, you know? But
yes.
Sundays is another amazing day because we get to share with all you beautiful people, someone special, someone awesome. And of course, we have another awesome, amazing drummer that we've been trying to get on the podcast for a while. But he's, when you're busy, when you're that awesome, everybody wants you. So, he's been doing a lot of projects, a lot of original music, doing a lot of shows, and also recording. So we already know how that is, right? As musicians, recording and making sure everything's going on and having the wheels in motion. So yeah, it's hard sometimes to, but finally we got him. So yeah.
Speaking of shows, we have a show coming up in about a week.
In a week.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to be playing our original music for, the first time live.
Yeah, it's going to be the last single launched in September, which I can't believe we're in November. Before you know, we'll be in 2024. So this is going to be the first time we're actually able to play it. So that's going to be fun. All the details are going to be on my Instagram, so follow my Instagram. It's going to be fun. I might live stream it. We're going to have one of our drummer friends from Canada that's going to visit us, and we're going to go see Polini next Sunday in a week.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be AZ and his girlfriend. We're going to be going on a double date. It's kind of like what we did with Tyson Dang with his wife. We had a blast. We ended up going, doing the thing with them and showing them around. And it was fun. We went to have dinner. And, it's going to be a blast. Can't wait, AZ. That's going to be next Sunday. So next Sunday, there's going to be no podcast, but we're going to do IRLs. So
Yeah, we will still be streaming nonetheless.
we'll still be streaming. You'll probably see us, going around, just doing the whole city thing where there is a lot of stuff happening now. You're gonna see all the beautiful decorations and the trees and all that stuff. So we just got the Rockefeller tree a day ago. So you'll see me stream. I always stream that every year. So that's gonna be fun.
So this past Saturday, yeah, it was just yesterday. It was Veterans Day. So we, want to commemorate and thank all of the veterans that are out there, either watching now or later on the podcast. Thank you all for all of your services to give us our freedom that we have today. So,
yeah, thank you for your services. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So we can't wait to show you and go out there. Even though it's getting a little cold, for some reason, that's when I do more IRLs. I do more IRLs in the winter than, in the
I
summer
guess it's because there's all the lights, the
Yeah,
Christmas
you
lights
guys
are being
like the
put up there,
lights.
and it's festive.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I don't know. What is there locations where they really go all out for Halloween or
Yeah, well, Brooklyn, there's a really nice spot in Brooklyn, known for its lights and everything. And then there's been a few spots that I've shown you also, and of course in Manhattan. And there's just everywhere. We do it big here, everywhere, in all the parts, depending on what you really want. But for me, it's really about just showing everybody places that they would like to see. So whatever you guys want, just put it on the Discord. Join the Discord. We'll take a vote, whichever place you want me to go visit. And I usually do those IRLs on Instagram too. So, but anyways, enough about that. Enough humor about that. We have our man of the hour. So if you guys don't know, Aaron has been a streamer for a while. He was streaming. I remember Drum Fam. You guys know there's a lot of us here. Drum Fam. And he was one of the original OG drummers from that was when I even used to do the podcast by myself. I remember I used to go in there, and he's an amazing drummer. You're gonna love his style. And he has an original band too. So we're gonna talk about his original band, Future Ghost, and their endeavors, what they're doing, and we're gonna just talk about their music too, and everything in between, from everything that inspires him to shows. So before anything, I want to make sure that Aaron is ready. Aaron, are you ready for me?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this,
all right,
guys.
let's get him on the screen.
Aaron Huggins from Future Ghost, also known as
There he
Gringo
is!
Goblin.
Hi there, everybody. Oh, hi.
There we go.
Hey. Super glad to be here. Thank y'all for having me on and messaging me and everything. And the hospitality has been great so far.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you and finally get you here on the hot seat, because it's been a long time coming. But we are here now, and thank you so much for the time and space to give us.
Of course.
And so what has been going on? I know a lot has been happening as of lately this year, because 2023 is almost at its end. What was your 2023 like this year, Aaron?
2023 was pretty standard for me. I was just been practicing, and then once August hit, we started doing stuff with this band. I posted some stuff on Facebook and joined in, and since then we've been doing a lot of things, and I moved into a new place. That's kind of why I have this stuff going on. I did a little bit of building.
Oh, I like the
and
chakras and everything.
Appreciate that. We got some lights going on. And before, I was living in Austin in a much tighter space, and that was kind of the reason what killed Twitch streaming in the first place, because I didn't have the space to, I guess, stream. Even though I still was practicing, I couldn't really stream as much. But I'm here now.
I like that
and
space.
I'm liking the place. Yeah, thank you.
It was. I
like it too.
remember the other place. I thought it looked very studio-ish. It had the background, and it was gray, and you had the lights.
Mhm.
So what was that? That was a studio that you used to rent?
That was my old house, and I had a spare
Oh.
bedroom, and I just kind of built it based off of what I saw other streamers doing. I had a streamer named Tim, who went by Timaholic. He helped me figure out how to do everything with streaming. and I put up the acoustic blankets, and I had studio lights on both sides in the background, and that's what I had. I was actually streaming through webcams and just some GoPros with some Elgatos, and that's how I was able to do streaming.
I
at that
remember it
time.
looked really legit. I thought it was a studio, and you made it look really professional. And I think
No,
that's what
thank you.
attracted a lot of the viewers, because it did look. Did a lot of people think that you were like in a studio, because the way you made that looked really good. You know, it looked really professional.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to make it clean, and I found that I was always kind of thinking of like, well, I could start doing this if I had this equipment or whatnot, and I was really just trying to make the most of what I had, and I think that's what it's really about when it comes to streaming
That's right.
or just doing anything like that. Is just like, well, what can you make with what you have, and that's the best I could come up with at the time, and I think it worked out just fine. Yeah, and it was hard leaving it when I did, but moving, because I was super far into the country and I was kind of living in seclusion. It was during like a lot of COVID time too, so I was like
Yeah.
doing online school. So that was my one way of kind of connecting to the world, was through Twitch and streaming. So I was super grateful to have that.
Yeah, and a lot of the reasons why we saw a really big increase in a lot of performers streaming is because of that, because of COVID and the shutdowns. And it was like, oh, you still want to perform, you still want to play, you still want to do your craft. How do you do it? And then you start live streaming. So when did you start
Yep.
live streaming? Was it
When
around
did I
that
start?
time? Yeah, when did you first start?
It was it was a little bit before COVID. So yeah, like early 2019, I think, maybe like some 2018. I did it for about 6 months when I was living at that house, and yeah, just think it was during that time. I didn't live there for that long. I lived in that place for a year before I got out, and yeah, that's pretty much just while I was staying at that location. And then I moved to Austin and then stayed there for 2 years, and I guess I'm still here, going on my third, fourth year now. About.
Wow. So you did tell me a little bit back before we started the live that you actually lived in multiple places, and
Yes.
originally, do you want to talk about it? Like where?
Yeah, we could talk about it. Yeah, sure.
Your origins.
So I was born in Germany, and I spent most of my childhood there. And then after Germany, I would kind of bounce between the States and back to Germany. Specifically, I would be in Nuremberg.
Oh wow.
And then I lived in Killeen, Texas, back to Germany, to Tennessee, kind of near Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we lived in San Antonio, and then my family moved once again, but I decided to stay and go to college, and now I'm out here in Austin, just kind of enjoying life and doing what I can here.
Wow. And what do you feel is the big difference between all those places, and what's your favorite?
It's hard to say. Every place has its own little charm.
That's true.
I've definitely missed Europe. I haven't been in a while, and I mean, it's a completely different place, at least for me. It has, all your, restaurants, bars, and all the things that you'd want to do, but it's just a lot of different things, even like public transportation, as well as just culture differences. Like, I mean, you can't help but feel culture shock whenever you go to some places in Europe, or
Yeah,
even
right.
similar places like different in the States. Even like, I mean, where you all are is pretty different from where I am, but we're still in the same country, which I find kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's so true. So what's your favorite?
Yeah.
You can't pick. You
Oh,
can't
my
pick.
favorite, right. I can't pick, but I can tell you I've been loving. I didn't live there, but I've been really loving the Pacific Northwest lately. So like Seattle.
Oh, yeah, Seattle.
Did a recent trip up to Canada, and that was kind of fun. That was pretty fun. Just for leisure, just vacation. And I think right now that area is just just has a special place in my heart.
So maybe
I
you'll
would
end up
definitely like
there next. Like,
Mm.
who knows, right?
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to visit Seattle at one point.
There's rumors that TwitchCon might happen in Seattle next year. If that's the case, we're going. We are going.
Yeah.
Cause that would be a place I would jump on like right away. Like I'm okay. I'm going this time. you know.
Cross your fingers.
Mhm.
Yes. I
If
mean,
not,
yeah.
they have to come to New York.
Yeah,
Really.
we have to do NYC because
we
that's
have to
not
have
fair.
we have to have an East Coast or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've never been to New York or anywhere up there,
Oh, you'll
and
love it.
I'm super eager to go. I've heard great things, and yeah, I heard there's just so much to do.
So
Well-
much to see,
And
so much
see.
to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
almost came to visit.
I
like,
did.
Right?
I did.
Wasn't
I remember.
it? Like this
Yes,
year?
it was.
Or last
it was.
December?
We went there. It was last December, and we're gonna go up there to do music, to record some stuff with Chris Wiseman of Currents, because he's a homie of ours, and that ended up falling through just because of just some plannings and funds. So our vocalist at the time lived in Seattle, so we just we went up there and just did some tracking there. I didn't do live drums, but we are doing live drums now, so that's pretty exciting. I think just recording live drums is just a whole fun experience in itself. But yeah, so we just, and instead of recording in New York, just ended up doing this kind of similar stuff in Seattle.
I mean, there's tons of amazing studios in Seattle, so I'm sure it worked out for the best too.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
So, speaking of drums, when was it that you discovered that you really wanted to be a drummer? When was it that you picked up some sticks and you started,
Yeah.
that's a passion of yours because you're a drummer. When did you start drumming?
I started by around the age of 12. I had my mom had bought me a Rock Band like Guitar Hero set, and they had the drums on there, and I've been playing those just a ton. And then one day it just kind of clicked in my head that I kind of wanted to try that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And after begging my parents to give me a drum set, it eventually happened, and they got me this cherry red
Ooh.
I think it was like a first class. That was the brand. I don't even remember what the brand was. It was just but it was so eye-catching to me, and I spent so much time on that, just not even knowing how to play, or I didn't even have it set up right, but I would just sit there and just hit what I could and just guessed what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's how I spent most of my time, was just seeing that. And then a drummer came over to my house one day, and he was like, "Hey, your setup is completely off. Let me try to fix that for you." And I was like,
Yeah.
blown away. I was like, "What?" Hi-hat goes over there.
This
On the
actually
left side.
feels a lot better. Did you have to
So-
make like adjustments when like, because you're
I
so
did.
used to the other way, like.
I didn't even have like, I'm pretty sure I didn't even have the snare between my legs. I had it like to the side, so my like legs kind of closed, and then I was just doing that. So
Hey, I mean, that's you come up with your own unique positioning on playing
Mhm.
drums. Who's to say that's not the right way of playing it?
yeah, I mean,
If you're comfortable,
Gotta find your
Yeah,
style,
yeah.
right?
even I think my drums now are set up a little odd, and that's the way I like it. So
yeah, it's really
Yeah,
all
it's-
comes down to like your preference, and
yeah,
there's no right or wrong way of doing it. I mean, the only way that it would be considered wrong if you're actually hurting yourself. So
correct. Yeah.
What was the first song you ever really learned really well on the drums?
Okay, so it was way above my ability at the time, but I signed up for lessons at a local music shop, and the drum instructor there just really liked Avenged Sevenfold, and I liked that band a lot too. And so he printed out sheet music for Nightmare, and that was the
Ooh.
first one that I sat.
That is
like,
a hard first song
he-
to learn, Aaron.
Yeah,
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
we did it in very small chunks, and like he just kind of told me what was happening, so that way I could practice those bits, like even the beginning fill, those linear fills, just kind of getting those chunked out, and then pretty much just he answered questions on what was going on in that song, and that's pretty much what I did. It took a long time until I was able to actually play it, but that's I guess the first song, that one, as well as the end of Heartache by Killswitch. That was the first
Wow.
two. Yeah.
Very impressive.
How to play like Mike Portnoy in Avenged Sevenfold.
yeah. Literally, yeah. Yeah.
Like, just go right in, just go right into
Mhm.
the hard stuff.
It's like, well, this is what I want to do, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Who?
It was that, and oh, what was that?
No, go ahead.
It was that, and so for me during that time, it was just Avenged and Linkin Park were just my everything.
Oh,
I
yeah.
lived and breathed those bands when I was learning drums. So
So, what would be your top 5 drummers that you've learned from growing up? Considering that you had like, you started off jumping right into Avenge, so
Yeah.
yeah, so in person, I've had a drum teacher for the past 8 or 9 years, I'd say, and he's probably been the biggest influence of my playing, and it's Chris Turner from Ocean's 8, Alaska, and I've been going to him for a lot of things, and he's kind of taught me the most when it comes to drumming. And we'll do like one lesson, and then that gives me like months of material that I need to cover and practice for. And there's still stuff that I'm even working on today that is kind of up that alley. So I'd say that's probably the most influential on my playing. Second to that, just as far as groove goes, Nick Pedersen from North Lane just has like a very interesting style that I hadn't seen until him. So I kind of became fixated on that, like that playing, as well as just some other bands like in that genre. Miss May I, the Jared Boyd, and then let's see, I have Rob Burton. I mean, from Linkin Park. He's just it's iconic, and yeah, I think as far as those go, those are like the main influences I've had.
nice.
Between those drummers, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of those drummers I don't know about. I have to check them out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do they have like stuff
really
on
cool
YouTube?
bands. Yeah, they all do. They all do.
Yeah, link me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check them out.
I can definitely do that.
What's your dream kit looking like? What is it that you're rocking right now?
Ooh, okay. So I can answer both of those. Right now, I am playing an SJC Navigator kit, and let's see if I can move out of frame real quick to show y'all. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
SJC.
Okay. There we go.
You haven't even started
yeah,
playing
SJC
drums. You're
Nav-
dropping sticks.
I know. Okay, that's the best as I
Oh,
can
look at that.
go.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it's some like natural wood finishes, and it's kind of like coffee matte black with some chrome hardware.
Mm.
And I recently got
Oh,
a
I
new
like that
snare
matte
drum.
black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And let's see. Try not to yank the cords that I've connected to me. But yeah, and then my dream kit is I've found it as of recently. I really have my heart set towards getting a DW acrylic kit because I want to put LED
You're talking
lights in
his
it.
language right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been his dream for years.
It's either getting an acrylic kit or another chrome kit because I love how the lights reflect off of it.
Right.
'Cause my kit right now is chrome and it like
Mhm.
it really reflects a lot of that lighting, and
But
yeah, like
it's the certain way you got to do it without it looking cheesy, right?
yeah.
Like really like clean and crisp.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. It's I want to get like wait. Are you talking like with chrome kits? Is it like stainless steel or is it?
No. The shell is wood, but it's a chrome wrap.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen like those metal shells, and they just seem like so heavy
That's gotta
duty.
be that's gotta be heavy as shit
Yeah.
just to carry around.
Yeah. I want to show you real quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get off the stand. Give me a second. I want to get the new snare I just got like literally.
Oh
a couple
yeah,
days ago.
showcase us that,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm gonna unplug the
Okay.
audio real quick, so I won't
You're
be able to hear
good.
you for a second.
Okay.
But
Everyone tuning in, be sure to follow YenYorkCity on all social medias, including YouTube. We're trying to get her to her partner status so that she can monetize her videos and also have the ability to add memberships. So if you have yet to subscribe on YouTube, please do so at this time. All right, he's
Ooh,
back with his
yeah.
snare
I'm
drum.
back. Yeah. So this is brass. It's a DW Collectors.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You just
And,
got
I've
that
even-
one?
Yeah, I haven't even really played it yet. It's not even tuned really,
Ooh.
but it's it pops just because of it's all brass.
I love that.
And this is what you're gonna like if any of y'all ever come or if I get to see me live or do anything. that's gonna be there. So that's gonna be sticking.
That's your main
most
snare
likely.
you're gonna be playing.
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
I love it.
correct.
Yeah, I have
Whether with that kit or without.
I have the another Tama snare is made of maple, and it's like wood, almost like a wood like a natural wood finish on the outside.
Mhm.
Very well. It has a dark coating on it, but it sounds so warm and so nice, and that's like my go-to main snare, and then I have my side snare in case like something happens to that one.
Yeah. Tama pops. It's just I've never heard a bad Tama kit.
I love
Personally,
Tama's my
every
go-to.
time I see a Tama, like when I see a band live, I'm like, this is
It's
gonna sound
on.
Mm.
It's on.
good. Yeah, yeah. I'm in for a good time.
Oh yeah.
So what was the last gig like for you guys? And when is the next one? Like, what is that
Yeah.
looking like right now?
Okay, so the last gig we played, we opened for Monuments,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and
That's a big.
that was
That's a big one.
those
That's big.
guys. Yeah, it was such a blast. They're so cool, and it was just they really okay. So here in Austin, they're really big on those like electric scooters, just
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh yeah,
everywhere. It's that and queso here. It's just everywhere.
Jeez.
And yeah, so they found those scooters and they were just scooting around, just having a blast on the. And it was just like it was so fun to
While
watch.
eating cheese.
But I don't know if they got to the queso, but I think there was barbecue involved somewhere.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
barbecue. That's always
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah, there's taco trucks just next to every venue. But yeah, we played a venue called Come and Take It there, and here in Austin. And the next show we've been playing like we don't have cabs, so all of our guitars come out of house monitors. Or yeah,
So you're going
and
direct?
to go and direct in, yeah, through Quad Cortexes. And now
mean, it's a
we
preamp, so
booked
you're
a
good.
show. We booked a show at a brewing company. Just it's like very downscale. We're playing out of a shipping container,
Mm.
and it's just gonna be fun, intimate, and
What?
rowdy. And that's on the 17th of this month. So
The
Wonder-
acoustics.
Yeah, so I was saying, I
Yeah.
wonder
The
what the acoustics gonna be like.
acoustics. That's what I thought
Yeah.
right away.
I don't know.
Be bouncing around
I'm
everywhere.
curious. I saw Norma Jean do a pop-up show there, and it was a good time. So
Whoa.
we're gonna see how it goes.
So you went there-
I'm not sure.
You went there live to see it?
Yeah, I went there just to see. I've been there before,
Mm.
so we're playing it now. It's just like it's kind of like a very small local spot, but it gets really rowdy. It's kind of like the similar vibe of you ever seen that Denny's
Oh,
hardcore
yeah.
band?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the
it's-
fuck
it's
is
similar
up,
to that,
Dennis?
What-
Circle Pit.
Yeah.
There was something circling around. Which one was it that it happened? I don't know, but somebody recreated it, but it was an actual famous band, and it just was circulating the other day.
And
but
was that like a diner or like a?
I forgot, but it was something like they
What's
were
up, McDonald's?
It was just like some random place, and I was like, yeah, it's like going around now. So
Just playing.
I've
at
seen a
random
lot
locations.
of bands playing in like this convenience store, and it seems like this convenient because there's multiple bands that are doing it. So I'm kind of curious if this is like
a
just
thing.
some other venue. I don't know. I just see the same convenience store, and
they're
there's
like,
just,
we're capitalizing
people-
on this.
Well, back in the day, and it's funny because talking about this, I came across a channel on X, right? And it's about like nostalgic bands, right? And they showed a band,
Nirvana.
playing in
Ah.
Radio Shack.
Yes, it was their
Really?
first
Yeah,
show.
And they had like these like little tiny like lamp lights behind the drums, and they were just like rocking it out in Radio Shack. And I believe there was another one. It was who's the band that plays Killing in the Name of
Rage Against the
Rage,
Machine.
yeah. They played in this like underground like it looks like a basement that they played in, which was really unique, like seeing a lot of that old school like bands that made it, right? In these
Yes.
tight like low key locations.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
It's just very
This-
settling,
This brings me to a thought I wish existed. is that I wish you could invest in bands like a stock market. You're like, if I know this band's gonna blow up, I'm gonna
I
put some
know,
dollars
right?
in.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put $5 into Nirvana, and if they release a bad
Oh,
album, you're like,
man.
I hope my
I would
stocks
be
are going
rich
down.
right now because there's so many people
Yeah.
that I was like, I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
I think there's
Yes.
a platform that does it for creators, on
Yeah.
like YouTube creators, and you can invest into the creator, and then as their channel grows, you get a percentage off of it, right?
Mm.
So it's kind of like that, you know. Like
We need that for
a stock.
bands.
That would be great for bands.
Yeah.
Because we can use the funding for our
Yes.
work.
Our sleep token stock would be giving us a lot of tokens.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Right? The way we love sleep, the way
Yeah.
we
That's
kept on
crazy.
promoting them. Like the first time we saw
Yeah.
them, we saw them within this moment. We came back. Like the funny thing is, like, he was taking a shower and I was like, let's see all the bands that are gonna open up. So as soon as I started listening to Sleep Token, one of the songs almost made me cry. I was like, his voice, everything is just everything like melting into me. And like a lot of bands don't affect me like that hard anymore. Like I think the last, like it gave me the same feeling I feel when I heard A Perfect Circle for the first time, you know, and I was like, oh, Maynard, it was like the softer side of Maynard and his vocals and the lyrics. And so that's how Vessel affects me when he sings. And I don't know, and I showed it to him. I was like, when you hear this, you're gonna understand what I can't say it. It's just you have to feel. And he was like, whoa. I'm like, they're opening up. We went to hear them, and then we went right to their merch booth, and then
Oh yeah, instantly
and I was like, they're gonna be huge. And then all of a sudden, you saw like everyone coming out after
their show.
and we were all just hearing everyone talking like they're gonna blow up, and we were just, and I was like, right, and it was instant. I was like, watch, in a year everybody's gonna know them. They were trending like this summer.
Yeah.
And that's see what I'm saying? That would have been the
Yep.
band that I would have been like, hell yeah, they're gonna blow up.
Invest into that.
Yeah.
Be rich, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh man, I remember we did shows at a in a mall, right? And it was after hours, and they closed all the they had the gates down for the mall stores, and then there's this place called Wired, and it was a video game like cyber lounge where you can play games on PCs and stuff, and they had like a little couch area where you play like consoles, and then right by the gate they set up the bands, and then it was great just playing in a mall and just hearing it echo through the entire mall.
Yeah.
I've actually played in a mall before. Yeah.
And everybody's
With an original.
It's different, right? Like the feel it's just very intimate.
The mall was really run down. It was kind of like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with like back rooms or like the internet thing where they're talking about like superliminal spaces. It was like that. Yeah, it was very much like Stranger Things final boss fight mall.
Yes, why did that came into my head when you said that? I thought you were gonna say, do you remember the Stranger Things episode?
Yeah.
That just like
Exactly
went
it.
right in. Wow, yeah. So what's the weirdest place you've ever played other than the mall, which doesn't sound that weird?
I played at a grocery store one time.
What?
What? How?
Yeah.
How did that happen? How did that
So
come
I
about?
used, I used to be part of a like a youth group thing where we'd go out and play like at certain spots, and we played at HEB, and I was just playing, and that HEB is like the Texas grocery store. And we were playing in like the neighborhood. I don't know who spoke for the neighborhood, but we got noise complaints. They're like, hey, listen, we can't have you guys playing loud here. Keep playing, but you got to stop.
Turn it down.
And I was like sitting there. I was already playing Ghost Know Everything. And I was like, all right, now this, I don't know how I'm supposed to play quieter. So then this is like, so instead of calling it Ghost Notes or like low volume, I just call it HEB volume now. That's like my studio
just
term.
side stick it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah.
That's unique in a grocery store.
Mhm.
You know.
Is it a big
but-
one?
It's a big chain. There are big ones. Yeah. It's fairly large. It's kind of like Kroger a little bit in some ways, but the most surreal places I've played are like national parks. So recently,
Festivals and things like that.
no, I've never done a festival.
No,
actually.
well, you guys are
No.
gonna end up in festivals for sure.
I hope so. Yeah, that's a little dream of mine is to do some festival
You can
lineups.
do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there eventually.
So Future Ghost. That's
Yes.
your original band. So how did you guys meet, and what would you describe your music and the sound of your
Yeah.
music?
So they were kind of already a unit before I was involved, and their drummer had left, and we're still good friends. Like we all hang out with the previous drummer. His name's Baker, and they had. I posted an Invent Animate cover that I did onto a Facebook page. I did this cover in a studio and just did it like high production because I was like, this is what drummers have on a portfolio. It's just like a really good cover. So I was just like, all right, I threw what I could into that, posted that on the Facebook, and then they reached out to me and I got emails, and then I did an audition, and they're like, hey, we need you to do an audition for this group because we're going to be shooting a music video in about a week. So if you want to do it, learn the song, and then we're going to be shooting that music video that same month.
Is that Wolves?
So no, it wasn't Wolves. It was Chaos Control. And we did shoot the music video, but because of certain things, we changed singers. So we're not going to be releasing that video, but I do have a playthrough of that song anyways that I gave y'all. But
Yeah, we could show
yeah,
that.
so we shot that, and that was good. Ever since then, that was my first time meeting everybody, was doing the music video. So
Wow.
yeah, and
Doing the
after
music
that,
video.
we just became friends, recorded music. We released an EP after that with that song, and been playing shows, and we're working on a new EP now. And that's with a new vocalist that we found, and he's an absolute monster, and I can't wait to for the world to see this guy, because it's when you're in the same room as him, he has such a powerful projection. It's just nasty.
Mhm.
And yeah, so his name's Carlisle Champion. He's kind of a little bit of a local legend here, but
He's
yeah,
a champion.
He's solid. He's a champion for sure.
Wow, perfect
There's
name.
we had this running joke. We had a return show because he had kind of left the scene for a while until he joined us and then came back in. It was the return of the champion.
Oh, nice.
But-
That's awesome.
Yeah, throw some boxing gloves on him and just be like.
Oh yeah.
So let's see this video of Chaos Control. This is the drum cam.
Yes, this is drum cam.
what-
This is
Yeah, what is this
Oh,
about?
go ahead. So yeah, I have this friend. His name is George Owen, and he wanted to shoot us for free. And he's like, he just is interested in drums. He's like, he's a photographer / videographer, and he was like, hey, I want to come just record a drum playthrough. And since I was like, well, the music video didn't come out, we can at least get a playthrough going. And I've never had a drum playthrough or anything like that before, so I was like, yeah, just for this song, come out. And I do it different than what's on record, but this is kind of more of how I feel comfortable playing it.
Mhm.
But it's still it's a good time for me. It's just kind of, this is definitely the Circle Pit song, and yeah, so it is very kind of
Chaos
raw.
Control.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
All right, let's
Mhm.
see a Future Ghost.
That was sick.
Woo! Let's go, Aaron.
Thank you.
Aaron Huggins, everyone.
All right, I got a lot of questions for you that need some answers.
Yes.
One thing I remember is I remember seeing you stream barefoot. And I was like, I forgot about that. And I was like, yes. I remember the only other person I know is Drum Whisperer that does that.
Yeah.
And also you look so strong behind the kit. Like you are you are a presence behind the kit.
Yeah.
Like so much energy and power. I love it.
That's one thing that came from let's see what else, like not really worrying about or going through rebound, like just practicing a lot on things that are just completely dead. Like even like as far as kicks go, it's all like hip flexor and all like instead of the fine motor movements, it's entirely just like large muscle group based for the most part, unless like something calls for something else. But I try to like get power where typically I really would hate to not have power. Like when it comes to really fast stuff, I just want to relax and just kind of take it easy. But I'm just like, I want to train hitting hard for those things if I can.
Yeah, just keep those dynamics up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I noticed you're playing 2 tracks.
Yes.
And you got a click in your ear.
Wait, what's up?
You have a click in your ear.
Yes.
And is that being ran through a PC, or do you have another, like, how is that getting fed to you?
So that is ran in through, like, because our show's on the rails when it comes to, I actually use some of my Twitch rig. It's I forget what the actual piece of like hardware is called, because I don't run the brain of the operation. It's not a PC, but it's similar to the quad cortex rig.
Is it an XR Air Behringer?
Oh wait, yeah, it is a Behringer. Yeah,
Aha!
yeah.
See,
Yep, there it is.
it's a very common thing a lot of people use for backing tracks and in-ear monitoring. So you guys have a rig for that.
We do.
And are they running the tracks through the air or through a PC that's plugged into the air?
Through the air.
Okay, so it's not like through Ableton or anything like that.
No.
All right.
It's preloaded tracks that we build before the show. I get for my mix and for my ears, I have the track with drums but low. So like I hear the drums like of the previous song, but because like that's how I practice.
Like a guideline.
Yeah. But I have the click loud just so where it's like that's not what I'm focusing on, but it still keeps me there, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because it's always it's interesting to hear what the drummers hear in the in-ears because everyone hears something different, right?
Yes.
Like for me, like I would love to have the click. I would love to have the tracks being played. I would love to have my feed of my drums sent to me because I would love to hear myself on the drums, you know?
That's something I'm going to incorporate the next show. Or not the next show, but in the future, just because I'm realizing that when there are, like, because a lot of the time I do hear what I'm playing, even through my ears, but it's some places I don't hear anything at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is a problem that I got to fix now. So.
Yeah, and like even hearing like the mix of the drums, like you know that you're getting that much punch and power. You can feel it, you know, not just through your ears, but also from like even having like a monitoring rig next to you just to get that sound airflow pumping into you, you know. So and I noticed that your China is like way off to left field there. What's that about? You got to reach for that?
Yeah. Well, that one might have been because like they're kind of starting to run away from me. I have to put a sandbag on my stands.
Yeah, when you get
even though it's
they start like the more harder
Sliding.
you get, they start sliding. Yeah.
Yes, they try to run away from you. Like, just like get back over here. I'm not done hitting you.
It's an art form.
Yeah. No, but usually I do have. Okay, so with the way that I have things set up is instead of cymbals high at a flat angle, I have them low, kind of farther away, angled
Away
like,
from you.
Away. Yeah. And to have that like that China is just kind of like a little far away, just because when it comes to me reaching for it, the natural space for it to be is a bit further. Just for that reason, yeah.
Okay. And
I usually have a. Oh, sorry.
you usually have what?
Oh, a left side Holy China too. So like I'll have like
Double China.
a smaller, yeah, double China. Yeah.
Nice. And you are pretty proficient with your ghost notes.
I think yeah. I love ghost notes. I mean, I'm just a fan. I like mainly doing them in kind of random places rather than like a consistent like on the upbeats or anything like that. I kind of like to just sprinkle them in wherever rather than the usual placements. So like I'll do like a random like double or a random just like random upbeats, random doubles, random just like on time thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way you incorporated it on the song because it's like not in what you would expect it to be in. It's like either on the up 16th note right before the one, or like you know in between each variation of your hits, which is unique. Like I like that style, that approach to your playing.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. So what we noticed your symbols too. You're running Minels?
Yeah, for the most part it's Minels. I'm in kind of a weird limbo right now of like different brands because I'm not sponsored or anything, but I just kind of get what I think sounds cool. And I'm thinking about exclusively going to Minels because I've been hearing some Minel symbols that I love their attack, but how some of them can decay at the perfect timing. Where but I do for the crashes right now I've been using Sabians, Sabian AAXs, 18 and 19 inches.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about switching exclusively to Minel because I have mostly Minel darks. Like my hats and my ride are all Minel. So.
What kind of AAXs are they? Explosions or are they
explosions? Yeah,
I love those because they're so quick.
They are.
They're like glass.
And I recently I found out that because I break mine
often.
I found out that often. And I found out that Sabian has like a really good warranty plan. I just kind of emailed them a picture and then they're like, hey, yeah, send us the broken symbol, we'll replace it for you. I mean, it has to be broken, like cracked a certain way, but I'm just like, I've been buying symbols this whole time and I didn't know this existed. So now I can, get that warranty if it's used properly. And
you get it through Sabian?
Or
through Guitar Center, or
you just got to prove that you've bought it through one of their retailers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I would get the warranty through like Guitar Center because especially cymbals.
Yeah.
And that pro
he has
coverage.
So many of them. He breaks cymbals like no tomorrow.
Especially those, because like I have the ozone crashes, and I have
those.
I love them. That's like my sound
he
right there.
knows.
That the Holy China and I have the AX Explosion Fast Crash on 18-inch. That blends well with the ozones. And those, like I wail on them and they go off.
So you exclusively like through Sabian?
Yeah, I only play Sabian because I'm so used to their line and their tone, and it just. For me, it matches my style of play, like my sound, my sonic sound. So, and I could build my stacks on that, and
they have a new symbol out. I want to check it out, like a new line.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, and it looks clean. Like it has that quick decay, and it's like a blend of dark and bright at the same time.
Yes,
3 different sizes.
Whoever did the animation for that video that they dropped, I've never wanted to buy something so much more than like that. The way they conveyed it through that, they need to promote whoever animated that.
Seriously,
because I sat there like,
this is perfect.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, give it up to the
so
animators.
That's why I'm on the fence. Yep.
Yeah, I love Sabian. I mean, I love Minel too. I love their effect symbols because I'm all about the effect symbols. Like anything with the holes in it, the Swiss cheese symbols, right?
Yes.
But then Sabian came out with their hi-hats that have the holes on the hi-hats for both top and bottom, and it gives that like trashy hi-hat sound. Yeah. And that I can't. Like I need that.
I need that in my life.
Yeah, I want that. Yeah.
There's so many stuff.
I know like it won't like when you play it, it doesn't happen. But I keep in my mind thinking that like the little acorn tips is gonna go in one of those holes, and on the upstroke, it's just gonna pull it away from me.
I feel
but,
that. I feel that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that happens or not. I've never played on those. So.
No, I mean, if you're not, for you, especially because you angle it away from you,
Oh yeah.
the neck part of the stick is gonna naturally just hit the edge of the cymbal. So you won't have to worry about it like washing down. And then if you're coming down on it, you're gonna keep that natural flow. You're not coming down with your tip. So
that makes sense.
unless you're like playing jazz, and the holes aren't gonna work out for you.
I've been watching some jazz drummers recently, and that's a whole nother realm. This is fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I have to check the cymbals out for sure.
Yeah, I recommend it. And even Meinl has some of those type of cymbals too. So I tried playing to like the Meinl Darks, and hearing everyone else play it, I feel like it's because of the way they mix their drums and their cymbals. It sounds better in the mix than in person. And I'm like, I wish it just sounded better in person, and that way I have less to do in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're just too dull for me. I think it's too dark, I would say.
Yeah.
So what are your sticks of choice?
For the past, I don't even know how long, I've exclusively stuck with Vic Firth 2Bs. They're like the big Lincoln Log sticks. I just like them.
Is that what
got the weight to them.
Thomas Lang plays on? I
That's
know
a
he
good
plays on
question.
those big marching sticks.
I don't know. I don't think they're marching. I mean, these aren't as big as marching sticks. But
okay.
they're. I don't know what Thomas Lang plays, but yeah, they're like of the larger variety. But yeah, no, I just like the Vic Firth 2Bs. I've been playing. I was playing Pro Mark for a long time, like those wooden burned. I forget what they're called.
The fire grain.
Yeah.
The fire grain. Yeah,
You
that's
like
it.
those.
I
Is that
play
like-
those.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah,
The 5
I like those
Bs.
for a while. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't do.
do
Sorry, go ahead.
do you do wood tip?
A wood tip, yeah. I can't do
Yeah.
nylon. I tried nylon. My first introduction to like playing with the Pro Mark was because my influence is Mike Portnoy. So, he uses the nylon tips, right? As of when I started listening to him, and then I was like, I want to try his sticks. So I got so used to playing his sticks, but I noticed the nylon keeps popping off, right?
Yeah.
And I've had experiences
Yeah.
where I would play, the nylon will pop off, and it'll like shoot like a bullet to my singer's back,
Oh.
and you see him grab his back like he got stung or something.
My back.
Yeah. So that was fun. But no, I like the wood tips, and I don't have to worry about the nylons popping out, and then you're playing with like a little nub at the end,
Mm-hmm. That's what I've had that same exact thing happen too. It's just, yeah. Have you ever played the head sticks like what Lars uses?
I tried them. I haven't really played like through them full fledged just to get like a full feel of it, but I tried playing them, and they just seemed like I could just break everything with it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm like, it really feels kind of, it's so off. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but you're like, this is working, but I don't know how I feel about this right now.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, I feel that way with like my electronic kit when I play it on the fire grains, because the fire grains are so like dense, right?
Yeah.
And when I play on them, like I feel like I'm just gonna pop through the mesh. So like I had to switch up to the 5A's hickory wood tip, and that way it's like, I don't have to worry about it so much. It's so light. But on my acoustic, I play with the fire grains. So I switch it up.
Yeah, I liked them for a while, but
I gotta try those.
Anywhere.
Was it 5A's?
2B.
2Bs.
Yes.
I gotta try those.
Or not 2Bs.
Are those? They're thicker than the 5Bs, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I gotta try those.
Maybe. I'm not too savvy on the numbers.
I tried the 7A's, the Pro Mark 7A's. Marco Miniman plays those, and they're like so tiny.
I feel when you play like sticks like this for a long time, and then you go to a smaller stick, I feel like it's easier to go from smaller to larger. But when you go larger to smaller, it takes like the learning curve is a
It's like
little
you're playing with pencils.
Right?
Yeah.
Chopsticks.
Yeah.
You just like go for something and it completely misses. I'm like, huh?
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And then you're flying through the kit because it's so light,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're also breaking more sticks because they're so light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 7As are ridiculous. I don't know how Marco plays with those.
Yeah, I want to see you play with those
Yeah,
big boys.
They're tiny.
Right. So I heard you say Mike Portnoy earlier.
Yeah, so you wanted to dive into that conversation.
Yes.
You're like, we
so
gotta talk
I know
about this.
when I think of Dream Theater and drums, I think of y'all because I
Wow.
can't. Yeah. Well,
This is
just
what
because-
you've done. You've affected everyone in that way.
Yes.
It's
Gosh,
good.
darn it.
You made. You made him very happy with that comment.
Yeah, it's
Aaron.
funny. Like, I'm sorry, you carry on in a moment, but I just want to say that growing up, having to learn a lot of Mike Portnoy Dream Theater stuff. My foundation of playing is basically that, right? And everyone that would listen to me play, they would say, "Oh, you play just like Mike Portnoy," or you enact everything that he does. And I'm like, yeah, like that's awesome. I reached that plateau, but like I can't get out of that now. Like I want to be
You're
myself.
stuck with it, baby. It's a good thing, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, I think that like with drums, and I preach this all the time. Where originality comes from is where you take a combination of your influences, and that's what makes you original. Like you can have a large influence, but you still have other influences, and that's why like you are a unique drummer, in my opinion. Like you have that. Like it's clear that Dream Theater like is, or Mike is a big staple of like how you play, but then there's also like other influences that you have that very much shine through.
Oh yeah.
Anytime like I've seen you play.
Yeah,
So-
because I after that, like having to be that deep into Dream Theater, I was like, I gotta expand out. So that's when I started really learning a lot of like Marco Miniman stuff, Terry Bozzio, Thomas Lang, Jojo Mayer, and Benny Greb for like the backbeat.
I was
and,
just
like,
about
the-
to say Benny Greb. I was like, you're listening to them all, like the big ones, and then I'm like, Benny's coming up.
Yeah, Benny's
right,
there.
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
'Cause
They have to.
I have to learn to like pull it back a little bit, and just play the backbeats, play to the music, and make it have a bit more feel to your playing, right? And that's
Yes.
where Benny really comes in to shine in that aspect of my playing, because like I love his approach to like his just coming up with creative beats on top of it, and even JoJo with his like what do you call it, drum and bass application, and making his drums kind of sound like it's an electronic kit, So okay,
That's
carry on with the whole Dream Theater conversation. So you were saying, about Mike Portnoy joining, and you said
Rejoining the band.
When you hear Dream Theater, you think of us.
yes, but I just wanted to see because like I wanted to hear your opinion. I mean, you may have talked about it before, but
I have, yes.
What's your thoughts on it? Yeah, like just.
I don't think we've ever had a podcast without Dream
Well,
Theater.
yeah.
I know,
coming up.
yeah. Like every podcast we have, we talk about Dream Theater.
Oh.
But no. I want to hear yours first, because I'm sure a lot of people listening now have already heard my opinion, and then I'll let you know what I think. So.
I'm stoked, just because I think that his writing is really cool. And so if he has like a say in the writing, I'm pretty stoked on it. I didn't stay up to date with Winery Dogs as much as I should have, but I'm definitely going to be listening to Dream Theater, like definitely whatever they come up with. Whenever they drop something, I'm going to be listening to that religiously, most likely. Yeah,
So
I'm stoked on it.
When
But
Mangini joined in, you didn't really listen to that much?
Oh, I did. What's that? That like 3-hour long album they did with the.
It was
Oh
like
my gosh,
the
it was
whole
like
concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was
The Astonished.
I listened to that.
The Astonished.
The
I think,
Astonished?
yeah.
Yes, the Astonished. Yep, I listened to that. But I mean, I wish I could have seen him live because I feel like Mike is just a monster live, Mike Mangini. But yeah. I don't know. Were you
Alright,
pretty
so here
stoked?
we
I
go.
feel like out of anyone.
You ready for this?
Everybody thought about him, right?
This is-
Everyone, I know everyone was thinking, oh, Luna must be going crazy right now when they
So,
heard the news.
Yeah. No, I am happy that he has rejoined, right? Because I'm excited for the future of Dream Theater to come back to their origins of their writing. Because when Mangini joined, it was like, I didn't like the idea of them changing the way they wrote, but they catered to a lot of the technicality, and they were able to kind of explore that, right? Because they can. Portnoy isn't as technical as Mangini. and it took me a little bit to get used to how Mangini's playing with Dream Theater and his approach to his writing. And I can entirely appreciate all the things that he has done for Dream Theater, and having to hear everything that has happened between our podcast with Johnny Rab, right, and all the interviews I've heard from the other members that joined to try out for Dream Theater, including Derek Roddy, and having to talk to Marco in person, and also having to hear Thomas Lang tell his story about how he felt about his tryout, right? And how everything kind of like went down. So I have like these mixed feelings because of the way they treated the situation. It felt like it was
a little intense.
It was, right? But it was also faked, right? So this is just coming from me personally. I could be entirely wrong on how this is all planned out, right? But it was just from my perspective of hearing and seeing how this all went down, that basically it was all planned. Because yes, I know Mike Portnoy wanted a break. The band didn't want a break, right? So they gave Mike an ultimatum in a sense where, we'll have someone fill in the blanks until you're ready to come back, right? But they didn't say that. They didn't make that known. They made it known as if he's actually gone for good, right?
So it's like a PR stunt.
Exactly. It's very marketing. It's a marketing ploy. So
That's a very long one.
So
To wait.
Well, Mike Portnoy was enjoying his freedom because he was the driving force of Dream Theater, right? He did everything for Dream Theater. It was his baby. He was just on it, and he was tired because he was also doing that and other side projects, and it's just a monster project for him. So he wanted that break, and they said, okay, let's do this break, but we're gonna have you as a until you're ready to come in, we'll have a drummer fill in for you. They were afraid that all their fans would just leave because a lot of their fans are drummers. They followed Portnoy, so they needed another drummer that's as good or better to fill in his shoes. So they hired on or tried to get on all of these giant drummers, these well-known drummers, to be part of this tryout. The tryout was to Thomas Lang, from what he said in his interview, didn't feel like a tryout. It felt like they just wanted to make a story out of this, right? He didn't know he was going to get filmed and it being released as a type of like production, right? He just thought it was going to be a document for him to look back on for So, but he had to go and sign a release forms. He had to sign agreement forms, and he didn't know he had to sign these release forms until he landed to do the tryout. Right. So and even Achilles had mentioned that. Even Marco had mentioned that. So it was like they wanted to make this a reality show, right?
Yeah.
So that they can intrigue the fans, right? But at the end of the day, it was like I felt like they already knew who they wanted. Initially, they wanted Marco, right? But Marco couldn't do it because he had too many projects, and in order to be in Dream Theater, he had to drop it all, right? Yeah. And Derek Roddy already knew going in that he wasn't going to get it, right? Because he wasn't going to drop everything, but he went anyway. Yep. So the only person that they knew that would fit in perfectly would be Mike Mangini.
Yeah.
And Mangini had already worked with what's his name, James Labrie, on his side project, his solo project, on one of his albums. So they already had that kind of connection. So that being said, the whole drama thing, I feel like it was an act just so that they can get people intrigued because drama sells. Yeah. And then they made it seem like Mangini won. We heard from what's his name, Johnny Rab, that Johnny knew that he won prior to it being released because he had gotten word from someone else. And then Johnny called Mangini and was like, "Yo, congratulations! I'm so happy for you." And Mangini was pissed at him.
He told us the story like 2 weeks ago when he was on the podcast. Yeah. And we were like, "What?" We were mapping it together. And then that same week that the podcast, that was on a Sunday. And then 2 days later, that's when the news came out that Portnoy is back.
Joined again.
And it was like, what? We were just talking about this.
Yeah. So yeah, to me, like all of that whole backstory, I feel like it was like, it wasn't. It was
Makes sense,
done great for them because it was a perfect marketing, situation.
Yeah.
They did it amazingly. I just felt like it felt false because it was false, and now we know it's false. So and that kind of like tore me a little bit about the way they treated it. But in a sense, I'm still happy that Portnoy's back on because I love his writing. I love his approach to his drumming. It has a lot more feel than Mangini. Mangini is very technical and orchestrated in his playing.
Yeah.
And Portnoy,
Symmetrical too.
yeah, from the very beginning, that's who I knew, and that's who I listened to. So I'm used to hearing him in Dream Theater. So I'm excited to hear those changes come back, bringing back that rock metal, prog vibe and those experimental situations.
And we can finally have you learn new songs.
Learn new songs, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we need new material.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So that's my take. It was very long and winded, but that's that's
I like that. That's good to know. And yeah, I mean, I'll have to agree though. Like, I'm just excited to see what comes and where they go in that direction. I'm curious. So, but yeah, this is gonna be very rock and metal.
But let's talk about your band, Future Ghost. So what would you describe the sound, and where are you guys heading with the sound? Well, what is it that you would describe it as? Because I love the name Future Ghost. That's a really cool name.
Are you like the future of the band Ghosts? Are you gonna paint your face soon?
Yeah, you probably
maybe
or Future the rapper.
We'll work out some ideas, and if that doesn't work out, then we're gonna give that a shot.
Yeah, throw some masks on.
So our sound is like it's progressive, atmospheric, ambient, and kind of polished, I'd say. Very low tuned, and we're going darker with our sound. And by darker, I mean like our message is more aggressive, and our tones are just more in your face, and the drums are just
balls to the walls.
They're getting nuttier.
Nuttier.
So
are you writing your drum parts, or is someone else writing your drum parts?
So it's a little bit of both. So the kind of person behind this, his name is Seth. He's the guitarist, and he'll come out with the demo, and then I'll sprinkle my bits on top. I'm like, well, this would be cool if we had 30-second bass drums to this, or we'll add a group of 5 to this part here, and then do these things. So and then he'll just kind of look at me and be like, okay. And then we'll go about it.
Is that the one that's supposed to be the favorite? Or
is that one your favorite?
No. Oh, wait. For the record, Matt is my favorite because Matt504 on Instagram.
Because I was told to say this.
You have to pay him up after the show.
If you're watching this, Matt, you've heard it here first. Yeah,
see, guys, see, he said it.
Yes, I said the thing. But our live tone is based off of our cleans, at least. I don't know if you're familiar with a band called Tesseract.
Oh yeah.
But,
yes.
Those are our live tones. They're modeled a lot after those cleans that they have.
Nolly and
Nolly. Yeah. The drum sound is based off of like I said a bit before, like Ocean's 8 Alaska. So I don't use triggers. I don't use it's all natural.
Wonderful.
Drums.
I love that.
Yeah. I will throw in a boundary mic for punchiness, but other than that, that's pretty much it. So,
how did you get that gig with the Monuments? How was that about? How did that go?
So that one was through I forget the production company name, but it was through Seth, our guitarist. He's very incorporated with Come and Take It, that venue. So they needed a spot, and we took that vacancy. And there was a little bit of other competition for that spot, but we took it, and it was a good time. So
it's like they reached out. It's like, so we need to say no more. We're on it.
Yeah.
Yes and yes.
Yes. And there's other things in the works too for future shows that we're going to be having too. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Make sure you tour into New York so we can catch you.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Let us know. Let us know.
Y'all will be among the first to know.
Nice.
So
yeah, we will be there. So that That's another question. Like, how did they pick the name Future Ghost? What was it that
Oh,
they
yeah,
were?
yeah, yeah.
Why does that influence the sound or in any way? Does it have like elements of like future rock or?
I know there was other things in the works or names in the works, but to be honest, I don't know.
No.
I came in after they had the name,
Oh.
Okay.
so yeah, I don't know. I just kind of stuck with it, and at first I was like, I don't know if I'm about that name, but then it kind of grew on me because I was very much into the band has to be one word, not two, and then but now I like it, so it's good. And
That
now
was like-
I'm like,
Me with Hotel Security, it was like my other band, Hotel Security. I was like, yeah, it's a great name, but like marketing is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, there's a lot of hotels.
But I had to live with it, and it's growing on me. So and people
Mhm.
like it. So it's just
It's easy to
trying to find
remember.
us is gonna be hard.
and I like the way I like y'all's group's name.
Sky
The Sky
Museum.
Museum.
Yeah, I love
It's
that one.
sick.
That's a great name.
Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
That was a name.
I saw
That was something that I suggested.
Yeah,
I was
it's a
like, that
pitch.
should be
Yeah.
a name because I don't know. I just felt like they wanted it to be something with like the
Like
future.
spacey or
Yeah,
something.
spacey. And
Spacey.
I've
Yeah.
always loved anything that has to do with that. And I was like, well, I mean, that's one that I had in my pocket. If they don't want it, I'm gonna use it because.
And we took it, and it was awesome.
Well, I came up with it,
Yes,
but
yeah.
they
It is
didn't.
awesome.
They didn't want it, and I was like, well, then whatever, because you guys could be a hotel, but we're gonna be a museum, so
Yeah, we'll be right across the
Hotel
street if you need
museum.
us.
yeah.
Oh,
so it worked.
actually, I work at a hotel and it's very haunted.
Oh.
Do you
yeah,
have
like
any
so on
crazy
the side,
stories?
on the side. So I work at on the side I work at a place called the Driscoll here in Austin, and it's a haunted hotel that I haven't seen anything yet, but
Supposedly.
I saw security. I saw security footage of something of a day that I worked,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
and it was just like this figure just going across the room and just like we're like right next to because I'm a bartender. I was just right next to the bar, and it's just like
Oh.
I was like, there's no way that wasn't like a speck or anything. That was like a ghastly
shadow.
figure.
Like, yeah.
And since then, and that same week, I came home and my dresser like was flipped on its side, like not even knocked over.
You
It
need
was
to
flipped.
sage up in there,
you brought
honey.
it back with you.
Yeah, I know.
Sage, do all that.
It clinged on you.
I don't know how I feel about it, but
How long ago was that?
it was a few months ago.
Has
Um,
anything happened since?
No, everything's
home?
been fine.
Okay, good.
Everything's yeah.
He
yeah.
has good
So
energy.
nothing.
Look at the
Yeah.
back. Everything it feels
Yeah.
nice and clear. Like I feel like you have good energy. So, shoo, left.
We've
I
done
went
the
somewhere else.
safe step. Yeah. But
Any weird concert incidences that you could share with us? That's like the weirdest thing or like the craziest.
at a concert, let's see. Not one that I've played, I don't think. Oh wait, yeah, I have one. When I was a kid, we did this band I was in did a Papa Roach cover.
H.H. Ward with the
H.H.
ring!
What's up, H.H. Ward and Drum Fam?
Jump him!
How are you, Henry? Thank you so much for coming in. We have Aaron Huggins here, aka Gringo Goblin. If you remember him, he used to stream here also on Twitch. He's been doing a lot of
That's like,
original
that's
work.
like he froze on our end. Hold on.
Oh, like
Aaron,
this.
you're still with us?
Oh no, he froze.
Oh, no.
That raid came in hot.
Let me,
He'll pop back
yeah, we'll
in.
go fix this up here.
Hey, Aaron Fairy Queen, how are you, Queen? How are you, Johannes?
Mojo Jojo!
What's up, Johannes? Henry, how was your stream? Hope everything went well. Hope it's been a great weekend. A great week. So Aaron, we're gonna try to get him back. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
just,
we lost connection with him.
but we're gonna get him back. Yeah, he's talking about a lot of his original music. His band is called Future Ghost, and it's like a metal, proggy kind of tesseract type. He's an amazing drummer, and they also toured and they played with the Monument, and
Mhm.
that was what we were talking about. And then we were talking about crazy hotel stories where he thought it was haunted where he worked, and and then he was gonna tell us a crazy concert story, and then the raid came in, and then you guys already know.
Hope you had a great stream. In the meantime, why don't we show him show everyone the music video of
let's watch
Future Ghost.
Future Ghost. Let's watch the music video, and you'll see Aaron Huggins, aka
Gringo Goblin. All right, let's do it.
Everything went wrong. You asked me, where is this person that I've known for so long? Another perfect storm to bend and break. Another night of lying under all that weight, waiting for a remedy that you'll never find. Don't mean to rain on your parade, but I see it on your face. You can't keep up this charade, and I know, yeah I know, it's already too late. A day or two and we'll be at each other's throats, like the wolves at the door. It's all just like before those words you spoke. Another perfect storm to bend and break. Another night of lying under all that weight, waiting for a remedy that you'll never find. Don't mean to rain on your parade, but I see it on your face. You can't keep up this charade, and I know, yeah I know, it's already too late. Maybe in another life. Don't mean to rain on your parade, but I see it on your face. You can't keep up this charade, and I know, yeah I know, it's already too late. It's already too late. I know.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Nice.
That was Wolves, right? Wolves.
Yeah,
Yes,
wolves.
that was
Future
Wolves.
Ghost, guys. Future Ghost.
All right, so we got him
Oh,
back.
yeah.
We're back
The
with.
raid broke it.
It broke the stream.
Oh no!
No, but we're good. We're back.
We're back.
Nice.
All right.
So we're
Welcome
here
back.
with a Gringo Goblin, aka Aaron Huggins,
Yes, sir.
drummer of Future Ghost. That you just saw was the music video. So how did that come out? Like, did you have any part of that video, or did you?
No.
Okay.
No. So we're I wish we have a single coming out, and we're gonna be doing a video for that. We don't have a release date yet, but it's gonna be very soon.
Mm.
And that one will be a music video with me in it. This one was mainly just like a visualizer for just to give that song. We have other music videos, but I'm not in it.
Ah.
We have one for Nemesis game, but yeah,
It's a lyric video almost.
Yeah, it's a lyric video.
Yeah, it's like a lyric video visualizer, and it's the person in that is not even in the band. He was like just kind of someone who was like, yeah, I'll be in the visualizer, and shot it in a, they shot it together and kind of made it
That's
into
good.
like a little reality thing.
And
Yeah,
the
I like it.
the mix of the song sounds amazing. Who did the mixing and the engineering on that?
yeah, that
Okay.
was gonna be Seth. He's a solo guitarist.
Oh wow, he's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. He takes up work too. So if you're in a band and or anyone mixing, he'll do that for you.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
that's
to
good to know.
reach out to him for some tips and tricks too.
Mhm.
So, because I'm
Yeah.
I'm learning how to do mixing through FL Studio, and
Mhm.
I have like the John Petrucci guitar plugin, and
Ooh.
I have Get Good Drums and
Get Good Drums is tops. That's what I use as well.
I
I
have
use it for demoing.
Superior Drummer as well, Superior Drummer 3. So
Mhm.
and I'm learning how to like mix everything in to make it sound full and heavy, but like getting that tone out is tough. Just learning the frequencies of what needs to stand out more than others, and putting it in its placement. So I might have to pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah, definitely do that. We're open to that. So
Yeah, that sounded great,
Uh,
man. Good stuff.
So what are the
Yeah.
goals for 2024 now that we were just talking about 2023
Yeah.
and everything you've done this year? What is the focus of 2024 for the band and yourself?
I know one. You got to grow his hair out. That's one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, what happened to the
yeah, last time you had
hair?
long hair. Yeah.
It looks so
Uh,
good.
Thanks. So for 2024, there's a lot of shows. We're gonna be releasing another EP, but this one actually I'm more involved in, and my goal with this one is to have something in it that well, at least for drums, that I feel like doesn't exist yet. So
Mhm.
one of the singles we're dropping, I'm doing a like kind of like a slide choke with the hi-hat with the stick. So
Oh.
I start off
Almost like
technique.
a reverse effect
Like-
sound.
yes, reverse snare.
Mm.
I
Mhm.
scrape that down, and then as soon as it gets to the end, I close it, hitting a bell. So it's like, bing. It kind of
Oh.
it's like almost like you're unsheathing a samurai
yeah.
sword, yeah,
Mhm.
or a katana. Sorry. I feel like I've seen that once, maybe on the internet, someone doing that, but followed by
The
the Zil bell.
Huggins. The
I'm
Huggins.
calling it.
The hu-
I'm claiming it.
Yes, claim it,
Yeah,
honey.
if it's not done on an album or a song, and in
Yeah.
in an actual like in a context of it being part of something versus
Mhm.
a drum solo,
Yep.
then yes,
TM.
put it in there.
Yes.
Trademark.
And just goofy stuff like that. It's gonna be everywhere.
Experimental.
So, okay. Yeah.
That's
But
cool.
it's experimental and rigid.
You
yeah,
ever
and then
thought about
also-
doing like putting those ching rings like on the either like the hi hat or like the snare
Oh,
drum?
Like the
Stacker.
bath chains.
Yeah.
Or actually I did. I haven't though. I've been pretty boring when it comes to just like changing up my setup. Because I haven't really dove too much, but I want to bring back a stack. I just love having like polymeter stuff going on.
You're in
with
a
the
metal
stack.
band. You have to have a stack.
I know,
Yeah.
that's like the thing now. Yeah.
It's either that or
usually-
you have like
yeah.
a clutch on your hi hat and you treat the hi hat as like a stack while you're playing double bass.
Ooh, yeah, I need a hi-hat clutch too.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I've been doing this other thing too. Can't see it in the drum playthrough, but I pivot my ankle over to close the hi-hat while I'm still doing like a little bit of bass drum stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a little hi-hat choke pivot, because I keep the pedals side by side next to each other. So it's like I'm able to kind of like stomp on both if I needed to.
I
But-
love doing that with my left foot just on top of both pedals. So when I'm
Yeah.
playing double bass or a double bass pattern, it also enacts like an open close hi-hat like
Mhm.
sound through like a paradiddle rhythm or something on top of it, which is
Ooh, yeah.
interesting to hear come in and out with those with that kind of technique.
Yeah.
And I also have like an
wanted
X
to-
hat on the right, and I do that for both, so it gives that.
Wait, what? You have an auxiliary? You have an You have an aux hat?
Yeah, I have
Oh.
two aux hats. I have I have one that's like it's not functional, right? So I can have a throw and it'll loosen it up, or I can tighten it up, right?
Mm.
And then I have one that's a pedal that I use as a an X hat for a small splash hat, pretty much.
Oh,
So,
nice.
I love experimenting with like different sounds just to get like an interesting like rhythmic feel and tonality, you know.
I want to have like an aux hat, but just so tight that it's like almost cemented to each other,
Oh.
just so I can have that like random like. things.
Yeah, that'd be great. Do it.
Yes. Yes. I wanted to ask you if there was any kind of like drum thing that you've been into lately, like any kind of practice or just like what you've been up to, like what's exciting that you're doing on the kit
Well,
that you
for
like
me,
to do?
it's more about independency.
Mm.
So and also expanding outside of like just trying different ways of interpreting a drum fill, you know. So instead of like this typical like downhill, right, drum, like the fills from like your top tom down to your floor.
Yes.
I'm experimenting like going in between tom parts with or having a rhythm part as a fill, you know. Just kind of like finding different variations to make fills more unique in a song.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
And then is the independency part where I'm doing like ostinatos with my feet. So I'm going like as if you're playing a double bass, but your left foot's going back and forward every other hit, right?
Whoa.
So between the hi-hat, bass drum. So it's like
Are you just going-
and then in between is the hi-hat. Yeah. So you're basically doing double bass, but you're alternating your left foot, right? And then
Whoa.
you're playing a pattern on top of it to go with it. Like your right hand could just be doing doubles on a floor tom, and your left hand could be doing a solo on top of that, right? So I'm building those limb independencies while playing some like variations of ostinatos.
Yeah, I
That's
like
what I'm
that. That's
working
really
on.
cool.
What about you? What do you got in your pockets right now?
For me, it's just I am consistently trying to alternate odd groups at like any speed. So like doing 5 like, but like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then like even like taking like the herta and adding one more note. So like yeah.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, or doing even threes like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, with hands and feet.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean that's great for like genty pieces and trying to follow the rhythmic patterns of like your music. Because especially if you're gonna play like in between parts or in between notation, that will come in handy to learn how to get used to moving in and out of your double bass, trills and triplets and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like you to see. I want to do the ostinato stuff more.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And if you can incorporate it in a song, it does give it a different rhythmic feel.
Heck yeah.
Are you coming back to streaming at all anytime soon?
Yeah, literally, as you said that, I was
yes.
writing it down. I was like, next question.
Yeah.
When are you coming back and stream?
As you can see, I'm at a new place now,
Yeah. Looks
Yes.
beautiful.
and I'm just about done. I got my little my room's a little messy, but I got my XR Air,
Let's
streaming TV.
go.
and I should be fully operational by next month.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Y'all hit me up at a good time.
We're excited. Let us know when
Yeah.
you're gonna go live, and we'll be in there. Hopefully, if
Definitely
we're
will.
live, we're gonna go in there rating. Hopefully, not not blowing up the stream too much with things going off. But
Oh, well, apparently my computer. I'm gonna have to figure something out. about
Yeah.
that,
Don't ever get raids.
no,
Don't
raids
make
are
me,
good.
y'all.
Raids are good.
Just show up naturally. No, that's awesome. Yeah. If you have,
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that you want to ask me some questions after, just to get some stuff
Oh,
set
yeah.
up for you. So yeah, let me know and
I'm gonna hit you up
I'll
about
help you
that.
out. It'd be great.
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Like
Um,
it will be on weekends, or do you have like do you feel like you're gonna do it once a week, 3 times a week?
So that's the only like something I've been trying to figure out as of lately because my schedule hasn't been consistent, and I want to be consistent when it comes to streaming because I'd rather have something that's just not like random like hey I'm live gone hey I'm
Yeah.
live gone.
Gotta be like a
So
show.
I'm figuring that out. I'm figuring that out now. But yeah, we'll see. I'll have something more concrete soon. So those are kind of like the finishing touches, I'd say, whenever like consistent scheduling is.
Oh, we're excited because we love to see the drum fam here, and it's always so much love here with the drummers. Do you remember
yeah.
any of the drummers that you used to watch the most on Twitch?
Yes. Okay, let me see.
Because like I think most of them have been on the podcast, and I remember
Oh, yeah.
reaching out to you, and you're like,
yeah.
but you just had like the craziest stuff going on at the same time, moving and everything.
Oh my gosh. Who?
I know Tito.
Yes,
Nitro,
Tito.
yes.
Tito. Yeah. I was like, I don't know why my brain was going somewhere else, but I see the names like I totally know them. But I mean, obviously, y'all Tito. There was I feel like QT Drummer was one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
QT,
Was it QT?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some other OG fans. There was a guy from Tasmania.
Toofy.
Toofy.
Literally, we both said it at the same time. Tasmania Toofy. Boom.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Toofy's great. And then I know there's a lot of familiar. I'm just blanking right now. It's been a while, but
Well,
yeah,
you'll be
no,
back on it in no
yeah.
time.
yes.
Great.
Sorry if I forgot anybody who's here, but I'll remember y'all. Trust me.
Every time I would go in there, always so warm, always playing the best tunes. It was always like, oh, vibe in there.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be excited to see you back interacting and doing your thing, and also playing
I'm excited.
originals. Playing originals. Maybe even taking some of your bandmates and bringing them and practicing and bringing the lives.
Yeah,
I want to try to. Yeah, I want to try to because they all have lots to talk about.
Yeah.
I want to try to like now that we have the gear and the space for it to do more live events. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running tracks in in-ears and stuff, then you can port
Yeah.
all that information out into your stream. So
Yeah.
it'd be great. But yeah, if your band members are interested in having to be on the podcast, we could all kind of like get everyone together.
When you drop the new the new songs.
Yeah,
the new
that way you
album.
could promote it.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all caught me at the con before the storm, I guess. So there's gonna be like a lot more stuff that I can talk about here in the following few months. So
Yeah, let us know, and we would love to have you guys on to talk about that and hopefully help drive some promotion.
yeah, that'd be cool. And then when same goes for y'all too. I want to try to do what I can to get attention over to you. So
Aw, likewise. Drum fam is
Yeah.
the best fam. Here on Twitch, there's
Yeah.
nothing but love here for the drum fam. And all of us love to interact. You always see us in each other's streams. And a lot of drummers been on the podcast. And it's always fun.
yeah,
We had Adam. He's a guitarist and singer, Parthian. And they're from Kansas. And they have...
I go to Kansas all the time.
Oh, my God. You guys together, if you guys was
They're a
to link up...
solid band.
They are very
Yeah.
freaking solid, like crazy good. And
Parthian.
So good.
Yeah, check them out.
it's just that they're in like Kansas, so I always feel
Yeah.
like that's when it's like, oh, I don't know what it is. It's because I guess there's so much time to practice in like smaller towns that they become so fucking good
Yeah.
at their craft.
Yeah.
Because over here we're distracted with all the craziness, right? But like in Europe too, all these European bands, it's like they're
Yeah.
ridiculously amazing. And
Something in the water, I guess.
yeah, definitely.
Especially in Australia. I don't know what they're doing over there, but do they need to calm down?
They got a drum bug out there that's biting all of them, and they're
Yeah.
just destroying it. No, so
Yeah.
So true. So true. So what are your top favorite bands at the moment that you're listening to? Your top of the year.
I just saw Tesseract live, so I've been listening to them. I feel like the album that they released recently was just a masterpiece. I've been listening to let's see. Also some British rap. There's a rapper called Aitch, Aitch.
H.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
H.
I don't know. I just can't. I can't get enough of British rap. Yeah.
And when they rap,
ooh.
do you hear like the British?
You hit the accents, yeah.
Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
it's really
Then
big.
okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm really big into like I just love EDM.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like any kind of just filthy dubstep, I'm just a big fan of. So I'm like a lot of, I guess as of recently, my playing has been evolving into more EDM styles. So drum and bass, like rhythm drops, stuff like that. So like even live, like I'm wearing like rave jerseys and doing stuff like that. And I want to try to incorporate the EDM world into the metal world. That's kind of what I'm kind of trying
Yes.
to do
That'd be great.
towards.
Yeah.
Because
I
there's
mean,
a big gap right now.
I mean, look at Sleep Token.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
they
you're
brought
talking my
the
language.
R&B into metal, right?
Yes.
So
mhm.
yeah, we're definitely like I with us with Sky Museum, when I'm writing something, we have a new song out. It has that kind of blend of like that synth wavy meets metal, right? And then
Yeah.
That
also,
we're working on now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna come out.
I
soon.
love. See, I feel like synthwave and metal, like those two have existed for a while, but it's just now like kind of starting to mesh, and I'm all for it. Like
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of when that happens. So
Yeah,
I
because
think
synth
there's, like, a
was
lot of
big in the
potential.
80s, right? And then
Yeah.
it's like coming
Mhm.
back around a lot, just like the 90s are coming back around, where people are taking a lot of that and like restructuring it and saying, this kind of sounded really cool, but like
Yeah.
putting more stuff, more elements, and taking like the way things are now and just boosting it up. So I feel like that's something needs to come, like a new wave, a new sound, but it has to be a blend, a fusion of some sort. So that excites me when you say that, when you say you're listening to all these different kinds, like metal, progressive, rap, and EDM. It's like what?
Yeah.
Like this is gonna come out to something totally new and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So that excites me. Because that's what I think we need. We need like a new wave of like a new sound.
Get a British rapper in your band.
So, well, I mean, look at Linkin
There's
Park.
bands- okay, yeah. So that's actually what like I believe in is the hybrid theory, because that's what it came from, is the fact that they had a hybrid of different genres and they put it into one, like rock and hip hop.
Yes.
And I'm like, hybrid theory doesn't have to just be Linkin Park. Hybrid theory could be
Anything.
exactly, Sleep Token, or like so that's what I'm trying to like. Yeah, that's what I'm gearing towards.
Look
right
at
now, is trying to-
Diablo Swing Orchestra. Right?
Oh,
Like,
Diablo Swing Orchestra.
Like it's
Jazz,
swing.
metal.
It's jazz and metal, right? It's electro swing, jazz, metal.
Oh, that sounds like it's probably easy on drums.
Oh yeah, sure. There's so many breaks, like in betweens, like just cutting in and out of like different parts. It's so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wait, what? Diablo String Orchestra? Is that what it's
Swing,
called? I'm right there. Swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's they're I was introduced to them by our friend Talamir, and he brought them in, and I'm like, what the is this?
It was so good.
This is so good.
Oh, another genre blender, 12-Foot Ninja. I'm not sure if y'all.
Oh yeah,
heard of
we
that.
just played
Yeah,
that
we
not
just
so long
played-
ago
yeah,
either.
I think you even have a reel, or you posted
Yeah.
something, right? Was
Yeah,
it
I posted it
TikTok?
on my shorts on
Yeah.
Instagram or on YouTube and TikTok, and it was a piece of one of their songs, and I'm like, man, this is so much fun.
It was so
Yeah,
fun.
it really
Yeah.
is. It's a blast. Like it's like creative and innovative. Yeah, it's a good time.
And it's fun to play as a drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
All right. So,
Do
where
you
we
have
at
one
now?
more clip of anything that you?
Oh,
would-
I think we
I
do.
think we
Yeah.
do,
Yeah,
right?
we
It's
have-
just one more song. Yeah, but I actually do have something else I can show you. So my girlfriend has a ferret that I want to bring out.
Oh,
because-
bring
ferret!
a ferret. Yes.
Yeah.
You know
Let me
us.
go
We're
text
crazy
her real
about
quick.
pets.
what he she?
What's
His
your
name is Finn.
Finn the
Finn the ferret.
ferret.
Yes.
Too cute.
So I just texted her. I was like, "Bring Finn."
Aww.
Yeah, he's a
Is
cool
he a
guy.
baby now?
No, he's 4 years old. His birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday to Finn.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're
He's a big guy.
so
He's a-
fun. They're so
A
fun.
friend
And
of
Oh.
mine had one, and
the personalities
Yeah,
that they have.
they're like playful, like extra playful.
Mhm.
And mischievous sometimes,
Yeah.
but cute.
They are. They just and they sleep in the craziest positions. They're like these little
Yeah.
noodles that just like flop everywhere, and yeah.
What's his favorite thing to eat? What's his favorite snack?
Ooh,
Because they can eat a lot of stuff.
yeah. I mean, outside of the normal food that we give him, he's a bit on the larger side, so we don't give him like too many snacks. But he loves salmon oil. Yeah, he's a big
Oh.
salmon
Salmon
oil.
oil.
Oh yeah, here he is. Whoa.
Oh, that's like your
Oh,
baby.
look at that
Oh,
guy!
so cute.
Yeah, there he is.
Finn the ferret.
Was he
Yeah.
sleeping?
Yeah, he was sleeping. Hang on, he was. So he sleeps in these little tubes.
Oh yeah, I've
That we
seen
have lying
those.
around.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
He's looking at
so
it. It's
we
like,
just-
put that thing down. I need to
Yep.
sleep more.
But yeah, he's like, hey, why'd you wake me up?
Wow, he's awesome.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
really
his
nice.
coloring too.
A friend of mine had one, and I forgot his name, but like we used to play a game of football with him, and we would be like in both ends of the hallway, and he would run to my friend, and then we will block him off, and he's like bouncing back and forward, and then he'll run back the other way, and I'm blocking him off this way. He'll be bouncing back and forward trying to get past us. Like he was
so
so much
cool.
fun.
Aw.
I like how they bounce backwards. They're like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
yours really sleep deeply? Because one of Christopher's girlfriends had 2 ferrets, and he used to go over her house, and they used to just go crazy. And then they used to sleep, and then his girlfriend had called me. He was like, I don't know what happened. He does like she thought like something had happened, like he died
yeah,
in
they
his
go into
sleep.
dead sleep.
And then she was crying. He's like, no. And then all of a sudden he just started going like, no, I'm up. And then he started like zooming everywhere.
What's going on? Why am I being lifted up?
and she was like literally crying and saying, oh no, what happened? But it was because they just are deep sleepers.
Yes. Yeah, they sometimes they have what they call dead sleep, and they just like it's like basically they're dead. And then it's like you can pick them up, and they're just like.
Yeah, that's what Christopher told
But how do
me.
you know? Do you have to like hear the heartbeat and make sure like he's
Yeah, they're still warm. They're still kind of warm. I mean, they're cooler, but they're still they have a pulse, you know.
Okay, yeah, just want to make
Oh.
sure, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, he's still
Oh, no,
sleeping,
it's
but he's
dead.
actually gone. You know, it's like, no,
No.
wait, no, he's still sleeping. But
Yeah.
that's awesome. How long ago did you get Finn?
So this is my girlfriend's. She's had him for a while. I'm not sure when she got him.
He's 4.
Yeah.
4?
So he's 4.
So we need
she
a
probably got
fin
him when he was
cam. We
baby,
need
yeah.
a fin cam.
Yeah,
Fin
fin cam.
Yes, and
Yes.
he's deaf. So
Oh,
he's like usually I feel like ferrets they can be kind of skittish, but drums don't bother him. He just sleeps
Oh.
right through. I don't put him in the same room as me, but you know, still.
Wow.
Finn
How
the
did-
deaf ferret.
How did they know? How did they know that he just doesn't react to his name?
Well, just anything. So like they're very reactive animals. Like even if you're just like that, like a clap or you know anything, someone
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
home, he just will go
doesn't
right
know.
through it, like unfazed. So,
Mhm.
and a lot of them, like with that kind of coloring, they ended up, you know, that they can be deaf. That's like a little side effect. So,
Oh, I never heard
Um,
of that. That's something
yeah,
that I've
yeah.
never known. Yeah, so,
So-
fin cam has to happen.
Yes.
fin cam, I agree.
Does he-
Maybe I can make him a little emote too. That'd be really
yeah.
fun.
Send us a picture of him, and then he'll
we'll
create
make you. We'll make you an
he'll-
emote.
yeah, he'll
I
create an
owe you
emote.
an emote because
Yes.
we usually give emotes to people that are on the podcasts. And considering that you
Ooh.
are coming back,
Now we know what.
Yes.
That's why we was asking, like, what would, because you're gonna be streaming again. Like, what would you want? Because that's like a complimentary thing. He does all the emotes, so we always
Well,
make an
let's
emote.
lock it in. Fin emote.
Fin emote, yes. Now we
Yeah.
know. Now we know.
Yep.
Yay!
That's the plan.
Fin! And a fin cam. I love it.
Oh, Finn, you're gonna be famous.
That's your mascot.
yeah, Finn.
Yes.
He's
We
your
just got
mascot.
a puppy not too long ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's 4 weeks now that we've
Oh,
had
little
him.
really puppy.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He's very quiet right now.
I'm gonna
but
get him and wake him up.
He's gonna go get him now. We're like
Okay.
exchanging our fur babies right now. So yeah, we just got him. He's a little palm. He's little, cause my older girl, Holly, she's 9. So she's about to be 9 next month. And I
Mhm.
always feel like, cause I'm always out and about, and I feel like she's getting to that age where I'm like, I really want her to have, she can't have babies, so I felt like, cause she had like all these surgeries, all these things, so I had to, and then I felt like she needs a companion, you know, and
Yeah.
and I just feel like it's gonna be really sad if she never has anybody, you know, to snuggle with other than us,
Mhm.
even though she's a snuggle bear. And so we got a
Oh
little puppy for our
my
doggy.
goodness. It's so cute.
Oh, he was sleeping. Look, he's all disheveled. He's like
What kind
this
of dog again? What kind
a
of dog is he?
Pomeranian.
Pommy?
Yeah, little
Oh.
pommy. So it's like a little
Aw.
ball of fur, and he's really
So cute.
soft. Right now, he's going through his awkward stage, so his hair hasn't fully grown in.
It's just
It's just like,
everywhere.
yeah, it's his awkward stage. They call it the ugly stage for poms because their hair, their undercoat
Aw.
hasn't grown out yet. So yeah, he's growing his undercoat right now. He's so sweet. He's very active. So he zooms everywhere. He always wants to play. And last night I woke up at like 2, 4, and then 7 because he wanted to play and then he needed to go potty. And so I woke up. So I woke up today and I was like so tired. But it's like having a baby. You know, you have to feed them
Yeah.
every 2 to 3 hours. But you know, it's worth it because you know I love my babies, my little fur babies.
Oh, it's so cute. Well, do you have a pom cam?
Yeah,
In the
well,
works?
yeah. I think for the last stream we did, and then he poopied, and we're like, oh, great. I was like, at least it was on the wee wee pad. But
Yeah.
it's always that's a big thing, like a cat cam or a puppy cam. So you'll be
Mhm.
like the only one, the special one with a ferret.
A ferret cam.
Yeah, fin cam. So
Heck
think
yeah,
that's
we gotta
cute.
get that.
yeah. So I would love to know. Let us know when you're gonna start streaming again. If it's on the weekend, let us know. We'll go right in there. So we are like at the end. We're gonna show, I think, the last song, or you're gonna show us another clip. You want us to show something different? You said something about a clip.
Oh, we can do that last song. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have more stuff to show later.
Yeah. Plus, definitely, people could come in and then. What are the songs that you like the most to be requested? Are you gonna do requests, or are you gonna do just originals, or a mixture of both for your stream?
Mixture of both. I think I'm just gonna be doing requests while also playing songs that I just enjoy playing or like what I'm working on. Like right now I'm learning Bleed by Meshuggah, like all the way.
You're gonna
So
get that
I'm
a lot. You're gonna get.
yeah, I know. I figured because I'm just gonna get that out of the way. If I'm just gonna get that all the time, then I might as well just fully commit to it. So I got the little like transcription that I'm slowing down. I'm at like 85% speed the whole way, but I'm almost at the. It's taking a while to get to the 100, but sometimes I could bust out 100 only for a minute, and then I'm like, I need to chill. But after that, But yeah, so just like anything really, like even if I'm working on a new project or just kind of sharing my life more.
Aw. So this is Holly. Look, Holly, you're making friends too.
Yeah.
This is my older
Oh.
girl, and she's a Pomsky. She's a Husky Pomsky mix.
Aw, it's so cute. I love her eyes.
Yeah, she got the husky
Hi.
eyes, but she's fuzzy.
Hi, Ollie.
Yeah, so we
Aw.
love our pets here. We love our pets, and she's a chillest. So she's the opposite of Rocket. Rocket is just like everywhere, and she's just like you could do anything to her. You can like put her on her back. You can just
Mhm.
hold her like a baby, and she's just super
She just
chill.
plops on
Like
my
a little
shoulder.
bean, like a
Yeah,
like a little bean bag.
yeah, she's
Cute.
she's very chill. So we have one of each.
She's a big baby.
We have a rebel, and then she's just chill.
Heck yeah.
But he was saying
so
how
cute.
he wants to play everything from covers, right, to original music. And so it's safe to say that usually I ask also if there's a genre or certain type of music that you don't like playing. But it looks like you just love everything, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so my heart's in metal and EDM as of
Yeah.
lately. But I don't think there's anything that I don't like to play. Like if
Don't
it's just
send
like
me Dream Theater songs.
yeah. I don't really know how to play any Dream Theater, I'll be honest. I mean, I know like I could butcher Dance of Eternity, but let's see. I feel like there's some songs that exist that are just like really obnoxious that like somehow people find and they really want you to play it.
I
Like-
understand.
Bleed.
You know, I'm not
Play
gonna-
bleed.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say any like examples or point anyone like, but I've had some people they're just like, hey, play this song that's just sirens and screaming. Like not even normal like metal screaming, it's just like noise. It's like no rhythm at all. I'm just like, dude, what is this? Yeah.
I mean, it's
So-
fine. It's okay to say no, because he does it all the time. I think when he
Oh,
feels
yeah,
like
no, I have
something
done
is
that.
just no, I don't. We can listen to it, but I'm not gonna play. This is something
Yeah.
I have to study and know what I'm gonna play because it's just
Any overly complex, intricate songs you don't have time to break down, you know?
because you want
Yeah.
to enjoy what you're playing and sound decent and sound good. That you know you're delivering what you can play, and you've never heard some of the songs, which is fine because you can find songs that you really love from requests. But people just like to skill check and do all the things like that. So
Yeah. And you know, they're just watching, they're just like,
Let's see where he messes
Yes.
up on.
Yeah.
Oh, he played too fast there. That's not where the
Yeah.
snare goes.
I know it was
But
funny
it's
because
okay.
he was playing 7 hours of Dream Theater, and there was this one guy like, "Oh, this guy isn't that great." Blah blah blah. We're like,
He's
"You try to
playing-
play
He's
Dream.
playing too fast.
Two
He's not
beers,
playing the
7
right parts.
hours.
He's
He's mid." Like what? And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then we were all in there like, this guy is just making himself sound
Yeah.
ridiculous because he was playing some crazy like intricate Dream Theater stuff. But that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna say that about him, then just don't even.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
You're always gonna
you
get
can't
that.
take it too seriously.
they just
yeah.
want a reaction. That's all
Yeah,
they-
and then I think it was one of the staff that like muted him or like
Oh
banned
yeah,
him.
yeah. They timed him out.
Yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes.
Hey, yeah, but it's still like the fun of streaming. That's like that doesn't even compare. Like that's just
Oh yeah.
it's just so much fun that the stuff doesn't even matter. You know.
I mean, it comes with the territory, but you know, you manage it, and it's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes with it, but yeah.
So what was the last song that we were gonna showcase?
It
Uh,
was
Nemesis game.
yes. Backstory.
Okay. This one is my favorite to play live. Wait. So, would you rather? I'll leave this up to you. I have 2 clips. I have a drum solo that I did improv in a studio, or
It shows you, because this
yeah.
one I think doesn't show
This
you.
was
It
just a
does-
song,
yeah.
right?
Yes, that one's just a song. I have one that does show me. I guess that's a. It
Yeah.
was an on the spot improv. But I think I have more story with this one. I think I might show you that instead.
I want that
Uh,
one. I
Yeah,
think
we
want
to see
Could
you.
I-
I want to see you.
Is it too late to send it through?
No,
No, you can
Yeah,
send
you
it.
send it.
Discord?
Yeah, send it
Okay,
over.
perfect. All right, cool. I'm gonna tell you the timestamp because it's a whole 10-minute video of a cover, but I'll timestamp the solo for you. Let's see.
Sounds like a plan. Welcome in, Pennybug. Thank you for the
Thank
follow.
you for the follow.
Anita and I don't know how to say that. Sig. I'm just gonna say Sig.
Sig.
Thanks for the follow.
All right, so I sent it, and I believe. Okay, the timestamp is actually just 4:20.
No coincidence.
Oh, you sent it on the timestamp. Oh, no, it's okay.
Yeah,
You
it's
sent
No,
it
I
at
sent
6
the whole
minutes.
video. Yeah.
4:20.
And you have to watch.
Give
the
it a
whole-
little
the-
time. Yeah.
I want to watch the whole thing.
But then it's only five, like
you
about
can.
5
It's
minutes.
10 minutes.
Well, we'll leave the
Yeah.
mics hot so that you can tell us and we can
Yeah.
kind of go through it.
Okay.
All right, so let's put this on the screen here. Bam, there it is. We'll play it.
Well, it's in the studio,
This
right?
looks nice.
Ah, your hair. Look at your hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hair though. You planning on growing it out?
No. I like my short hair.
It's like you
I
have
did it for.
you don't have to worry about product or like
No.
This is awesome. This footage,
wow, yeah.
Oh, thank
really
you.
nice.
very cinematic.
So this is the video that I sent over to Facebook that got the guys wanting me to join.
Why they put this much effort
So
into
this is
it, man.
100% improv.
Nice sound. I like it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, this was a fun experience. And I was super nervous because like there was people's time and a lot of money that like I saved up for this that went into this.
It looks amazing, and
Yeah, I
you can
like it.
tell it was done beautifully. Like the
Oh, this is-
angles.
Yeah. Oh, hang on one second.
All right.
Finn got into something.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to get.
This is with your old singer?
No, this is just a completely different band.
Oh, a different band.
We're like in between drummers, and I was like, "Hey, let me informally audition, kind of." So I was just like, "I'll do that," and then I just like learned their songs, and then just kind of posted this. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but
I said
Yeah,
the singer
this
has
is
a good voice.
yeah, their singer's pretty good. I forget where he's from, but he's somewhere overseas, I believe. I wanted to do another video like this, but with originals, and that's kind of what I have going for this new year with the songs that we're gonna be releasing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I really like that video. Very well made.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that it's clean.
Yeah, like it was a surreal experience, and that studio was brand new. It wasn't even open, and I hit them up. I was like, "Hey, I want to do this," and they're like, "I think we could probably do that." And they just it's warm audio. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but yeah.
It's not completely mixed.
No, it was mixed. It was just like that studio was just built, and I was like one of the first people to set foot in that place.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if they've done
Any adjustments
anything.
to it?
Yeah. So
Yeah. It sounds good for, it being it's in its state at that time.
It was perfect. I love that video.
So
Thanks.
we are at our marker for the last question of the night. Aaron,
yes.
you are phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Thank you. Y'all are phenomenal
Da-da-da-da.
too. Y'all are fantastic.
So
I'm glad and I'm so happy that I could say that we finally got you and we got to hear a little more of your story and all the stuff that you're doing, and that's why you was away, but that you're coming back and you're going to be streaming and you're going to have new music in the works and a new EP. It was sometime in the spring, or is it like soon that you're going to release it?
In between, I'd say. Like, we'll have a concrete date here soon, but it's gonna be happening very quickly.
All right. Well, we're
Yeah.
excited to hear more music. And so yeah, go follow all the socials. And did they come up on the I was
yeah.
trying to see
Yeah,
if
it should have popped up.
they
Let's see.
popped
Was
up.
it right here? Join yourself.
The commands.
Huh, I guess not. Okay. Well, command
Put all the socials in
Gringo Goblin. I think that's.
there. It has all
that's
the socials for
Yes.
Future Ghost.
Oh, I guess not. That's not what the heck.
Yeah, because I was wondering because we're doing multi-streaming right now.
This whole
I think
time.
for multi-streaming is different.
No, it should be popping
It
up.
should pop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Let me do a reset on the bot. I think the bot is botting up right now.
All right then. So this
Yeah.
question is always the last question that we ask, and it's usually
Mhm.
very easy or very hard for everyone because we ask you the 12 songs of the soundtrack of your life, which could be anything from the first song you've learned on the drums to the song that you really loved playing live, to an original, to something that reminds you of your girlfriend, something that reminds you of a really
Yeah.
nice time, to what's your favorite song right now. So those are the 12 songs, the soundtrack of your life, or a childhood memory. Those are always nice. So what are the 12 songs of the soundtrack of
It is
Aaron
tricky.
Huggins?
Yeah, so my music stays to cause flux. Is it okay if I like don't even if one of them is just an album? Is like
I mean,
one of the
if
songs? Like
it's
I'm just
like
gonna
a
say
concept album.
minutes. Well, I mean, yeah. I was gonna say "Minutes to Midnight" by Linkin Park is just like number one. Same thing with Thousand Suns, like just that whole album. But then as far as songs go, one thing that really inspired me as of lately is Metamorph by Ocean's 8 Alaska, because they brought like a lo-fi element, and I was like, well, there's lo-fi and metal now. Like that's what I mean, like a hybrid theory that gets me excited. EDM, what got me into EDM was a song called Crash and Burn by Phase One, and it features a band called North Lane, and that was like my EDM jam for a long time. Then there's a song called Deutschland by Rammstein.
Okay.
That I can't skip it. Every time it comes on, I have to put a max volume. I mean, it's Rammstein. It's iconic, and it just reminds me, like, I just think about Germany because that's what the song's about. Selenium Forest by Pliny, because I still to this day think that the intro riff for Selenium Forest is like the sexiest guitar riff that has ever been created.
Yeah.
Am I answering these correctly, or does that have to be
no,
like?
No, you're perfect.
Oh, okay.
You're doing it right. Yeah.
And then I want to say, just because it's new and I want to help promote it, Nut by Chris Turner, the instrumental stuff. So like he has an instrumental stuff, and it's just the craziest drum music. It's just drum music for drummers. That's what I kind of describe it as. It's just fun music. Y'all actually got me into this band because I popped in on a stream, and we talked about it this stream already, but I popped in and Sleep Token, Chokehold.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love that we could bring somebody to love a band that we love too.
Y'all planted the seed, and I forgot about them. And then, like, right before they released Take Me Back to Eden, like the album, I rediscovered them, and I was like, yeah, this is really good. And all of a sudden, they started dropping new music, and I was like, mega fan now.
Oh, that's awesome.
This band right here is one of my absolute favorites. I got into them right after college, back in 2019, 2020, and it's called Carnival. And
yes,
yeah, that the first song I heard by them was All I Know.
Yeah, we love them too.
So good.
I'm obsessed with that band.
I love Thimata and Kote.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one. Those are really good.
Those are my favorites too.
Just ahead of their time, in my opinion. Just Forrester did such a good mix on them. I'm also gonna throw in "Sleepless" by North Lane, because that whole song is it's emotional. I love it instrumentally because there's like it's stuff for everything, and it's a sad song, but there's layers in it that make me feel more than just sadness. So I'm like happy, then I'm sad, then I'm.
It's a roller coaster
like,
of emotions.
It's a roller coaster of a song, and it's so well polished, and I just love it. So, and I think that's "Below" by Leprous. I like that one too. I think the vocals are just fantastic, and yeah.
Oh, Pennybug! Thank you so much for the sub. Let's go.
That's my mom.
Oh, Penny! Thank you so much.
Mama Huggins.
Oh, Mama Huggins.
Mama Huggins is in the chat.
Oh, you should be very proud of your boy. You have a gentleman here, an amazing, talented man. You raised him right. So we got to give it up.
She's been extremely supportive.
Big shout out to Pennybug. Great to have you. I love seeing supportive moms because it's really important to have, your parents, and your mom is like the most important woman, until you get married, of course, then, I know because I have a son, I know how it is. But It's beautiful. I love that. I love seeing a supportive mom, and seeing them in streams too, and just rooting them on. Have she ever
Yeah, I'm
gone
super
to any of your
grateful to support.
shows?
Yes, she lives in Missouri, like kind of the Kansas-Missouri border in Kansas City.
Mm.
And she's flown down for a few shows already.
Has she jumped in the pit?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she's done that, but
see your
she's
mama
probably
dukes go
watching
in
it,
there
but-
like,
Yeah.
that's my mom.
Aw.
Yeah, but yeah, I always love seeing her at shows. They're like just like friends and family. Like everyone at these shows is just they've been really supportive, and I'm very grateful and fortunate to have the people I have in my life. So
Oh, that's very important. Being grateful. That's very special.
So where did you leave off with?
ooh, I wish I had one to like end on a song. Let's see. I think I just like. Ooh, yep. Legion by Tesseract. I'm gonna end that on that one.
Oh.
Because I
That's a
think that's
heavy
like
one.
that's in my opinion, just vocal performance of the year. And I just saw it live recently, so I've just seen that on record and then live. Just from it was just a treat, so I'm glad I got to experience that.
That's beautiful. So what was the last show that you went to? It was Tesseract, right? You said it
Yeah,
was
it
the
was
last
Tesseract,
show.
yeah, a few days ago. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I used to do lessons with Jay actually.
Oh,
Jay
how was
from
that
Tesseract,
like?
yeah. It was good. He showed me a lot about polyrhythms, polymeters, just kind of like independence when it comes to polymeters, like 3/4 especially, and 2/3 is, and yeah, kind of just mixing them up. So
Wow,
that's pretty much what we went
that
over there.
explains a lot because you've had really great teachers, like you said. They influenced you a lot, and they've made you the strong drummer that you are today. And I love that that's one of your influences. Like when you mentioned your first teacher, your
Yeah.
first drum, the one that taught you how to play drums in the very beginning. And 12 is really young. There's a lot of
Yeah.
that's really nice because that's when you can't really force. We were talking about that with, I think, was it Johnny Rabb that we were talking about? How you can't force a child to want to play drums, right? Like if you're a teacher too, it's like sometimes they're like, oh, play this, I want you to take piano lessons or anything. It has to come naturally for a child when they're young, when they're like 7, 8, they start wanting to navigate and try all these different instruments. But I think drummers have that innate drummer in them, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
they just, and then it's easier to pick up something that you love because you're interested in it. So, and the passion was there, and that's why you're an incredible drummer.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's the only thing that I went through a lot of phases, and that was the one that stuck, I think. And I still constantly think about drums, just one way or another. It's in my mind. So
Aw. Yeah,
Yeah.
your mom's like, she loves watching your shows, and yes, he is amazing. And it was amazing to have you here, Aaron. Thanks again.
thank you for having me.
And I can't wait for the new music because I know it's exciting when you hear new music. And everything I saw today just shows a lot of promise. And I mean, the fact that you've opened up for these bigger bands, I know you're going to have festivals soon next year.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Fingers crossed. Festivals and tours.
So,
All
with
right.
that in mind, any further questions?
No,
Any
I
more
think-
questions,
I think,
chat?
I think we're pretty much at the end of this. We could just go on for hours and hours if we really wanted to. But we'll have you on again hopefully soon with the rest of your
Oh
the
yes,
members
please.
of
I'd
the
love
band.
to
And then we can
love to be back.
Yeah,
tackle some more stuff.
whenever the new album drops, let us know. We would
Yeah.
love to have
Oh,
you
let's
sit
do it,
down.
yeah.
We've done it before with other bands, and I tell you, it's very fun because you just see the dynamic of the band members, and everyone has like something to say and adds to it. So I love it. It's been really fun to have bands on here too.
So for everyone that's just viewing, watching, thank you all for hanging out, supporting, and HH Ward with the raid, bringing your fam over. If you're not following Gringo Goblin, aka Aaron Huggins, make sure you definitely give him a follow. For some reason, Twitch isn't working with the bot right now, but everyone else is working on the green side and the red side. So command Gringo Goblin for all of his links, or you can search Gringo Goblin online on any or all socials, pretty much with Instagram and Twitch. He's gonna be on Twitch, and maybe
And
even
Future Ghost Music too.
and Future Ghost Music for
is
his
on
band.
Instagram.
So definitely check out all of his work and his upcoming streams to come soon. And
With
we're excited to
Finn.
see that.
With
Finn.
Finn.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for future streams. We have next Sunday. We're not going to be streaming podcasts, but we will be out doing things.
With drummer AZ, he's coming from Canada. He's gonna be coming to visit.
Oh, I know drummer AZ.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's gonna
AZ
come.
is,
He's coming.
yeah.
Yeah, he has a killer band too. His band is solid too. So that's gonna be
We're
fun.
going to watch Pellini, and we're going to be streaming maybe on Yen's Instagram. So make sure you're following YenYorkCity
I'll
everywhere.
do some clips of Pellini and stuff.
And
the show.
Oh, they're so good. You're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's going to be great. And join our Discord, Command Discord if it works. If not, the link is in the panels. And so you can catch our future updates. I am doing some lessons and sessions once a month for drums and tech. So if you have any questions, want to learn some new things, come in and join the Discord for subs and VIPs. Yen's going to be doing some yoga streams on there as well, or even on
Get
on
your
Twitch.
Zen on with Yen. Okay.
So be sure to check that out as subscribers and VIPs because it's going to be a sub-only event. But that's coming real soon. So be on the lookout for that. Join Discord for all the updates. Thanks so much, Aaron.
You've been
you are
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
And we shall catch everyone again real soon. Don't go anywhere. And we're gonna
So show the love to someone else, another drummer.
I'm gonna raid, and we'll see you on the next podcast or next stream.
Thank
Much
you
love,
so
everyone.
Much love, everyone.